Hey, this is Anthony from RevZilla. Watch, decide, and ride. Welcome to our detailed breakdown of the new Rokker Iron Selvage Jeans, available at RevZilla.com. This is a hardcore riding jean. This is the Rokker Iron Selvage, new for spring of 17. And ultimately, from the Rokker family, from Switzerland, this is the step forward over the original Rokker Red Selvage. Now, if you look, I am wearing the Rokker Red Selvage. I've worn them for years. And there's a handful of key changes moving to the next collection, which is this Iron Selvage, which takes what I'm wearing and leaps it forward. Now, before I talk through the key changes, remember, these are super premium riding jeans, over the $400 mark. Premium 13-ounce, selvage denim, and on the inside it's Schoeller-Dynatec, fully sleeved from the seat to the crotch to the hips, all the way down, 11 seconds of slide. And that Dynatec is going to be wind resistant, water resistant, it's going to be wicking, it's going to be more breathable than Kevlar. Again, these are super high-end protective riding jeans. But the beauty of Rokker is they look like premium European jeans. Now here are the key changes as we move into the Iron Selvage era from the Red Selvage era. The first change are going to be the finishes in the wash. You're going to look at an indigo with light accents compared to what I'm wearing, which is more of an indigo with yellow. Mine always look dirty. These are a little bit more classic. There's also a Iron Selvage raw version, and the raw version is going to be that raw selvage denim. Keep that in mind. The other thing to think about is the fit, and it's fit from two angles. The previous version was going to be more of a Levi's 5'10" cut. So it was mid-rise, it had a light taper to it, but it was still a little looser. This is more of a slim to skinny. This is more of a 5'11" cut. So again, you can see how it tapers through the thigh and as it works down. We're going to talk about Brian's specific sizing in a second, but you can see from the knee down it tapers even more. The other thing they changed is both in the cotton as well as the Schoeller-Dynatec on the inside, they're both getting Elastaine added, and 2% in the cotton, 4% in the interior Dynatec. That allows a little bit of stretch. So you can do a slimmer fit that works a little bit more with you. It's allowing it to kind of give you a different fit scheme but be more comfortable. Again, they've added Elastaine to it. And the last thing I'm going to talk about, but I'm not going to show you next, is when Brian turns backwards, you're going to see that there is no massive pocket logo on the back with a big flame. The previous versions, beautiful, beautiful crafted jeans from Switzerland, from Europe, but they had, the logos in our opinion were a little bit big, and that really turned some folks off. So the new line of Rokkers, all of them are going to have much more lightweight, much more refined or even hidden logoing to really not scream from the rooftops about branding, which in the US is something that's really important to people. Now let's talk briefly about high-vis Brian sizing. 6 foot, 195, 42-inch chest. Jeans waist, he's a 33. Inseam, he's about a 32, 33. He's wearing a size 33, 34s here in his Rokker Iron Selvages. And you can see he may get these hemmed. Rokkers are designed to be hemmed. They come in 34 or 36 lengths. And that Dynatec leather on the inside, or layer on the inside, comes all the way down, that sheath, but it stops about here. So you have a handful of inches, I believe about 6 inches of hemmability down across the bottom. Keep that in mind. But ultimately the fit scheme for an athletic build for Brian's average dude build that he typically has, these actually work for him if we look at it, even though they're a skinnier or slimmer fitting jean that really taper from the knee down. Now I will say that the Rokker Iron Selvage Raw have a little bit more of a relaxed denim, just a different denim. It fits slightly different, a little bit less snug, but again, still in the same 5'11" family. Keep that in mind. Remember, use a size chart. We'll ship for free over 39 bucks. And I'd love it if you click our logo, subscribe to us at RevZilla on our YouTube channel, leave your comments, your questions, your feedback on the Iron Selvage jean family now, which is new for 17. Now, some of the other things that Rokker is known for. You do have button flies, no zippers to bite your tank, and there's no rivets. It's a 5-pocket design, but you'll see how all the pockets are done rivetless, and those rivets would be tank scratchers, and we've gotten away from those. And again, that's a nice touch there. They're very thoughtful. They're die-hard riders out of Switzerland. The other thing to keep in mind is while we do have this fully lined Schoeller-Dynatec layer on the inside that gives you that 11 seconds of slide, what it doesn't have is an Armour Pocket. Some of the other Rokker jeans have an Armour Pocket. They're a little bit more relaxed in their fit. These are just too skinny. If you put that Armour Pocket in, it's going to throw off the line of the jeans. So they did not do the Armour Pocket on these. Now, Briz, turn the face away from me. You'll see no funny lines, no funny stitches down the side. You do have a bar tack right around the middle. Remember, there's a full sleeve lining that goes all the way down to your ankle from the top. Again, when you see these, it's amazing what they do, and it breathes. But I'm also going to call that out. That adds weight. So if we think about it, if you run really hot, if you're prone to sweating a ton, and you're saying, hey, there's 2 layers there in the summer, it just might get too hot to me, check out the Rokker Tech jean from Rokker. A little bit less on the slide and protection side, but what they're doing is using Aramith material to reinforce the actual outer layer of the denim. A little bit of a different technology. The trade-off there is that you're getting a lighter weight jean. So check that out again in the Rokker family. That's the Rokker Tech. If we look at the side, accent stitching, classic. I don't know what you have in your back pocket, Brian. You're gonna get, what is this? You got stuff in your pocket. Turn backwards for me, all the way. But if we look along the back side, classic European denim design. You see how some of the wear on these that's done with the washing and the fading and then the light bursts, again, accent differently. The ones that I am wearing, again, have more of that mechanic, that yellow feel. They were red selvages. This is the Iron Selvage line. You can see even the way they angle their belt loops. Again, a little bit more aggressive. It is decidedly a motorcycle jean. Come back around to the front for me. So we think all in, remember, in the Rokker line, handful of different flavors of cut and a handful of different flavors of material, all going to be very premium in nature north of that $400 mark. This is the 13-ounce Iron Selvage collection. Comes in a raw, comes in this indigo flavor, and again, you understand when you start to look at the line, they all have their own different nuances across fit or even protection schemes. Remember, you cannot put knee armor in these, but ultimately from our standpoint, we're not that focused on it because you'd buy this if you're a little bit more style-centric. The next step in your journey, though, is click the info button, your desktop, your mobile device. Visit the product detail page at RevZilla.com. Read other rider reviews. You shouldn't just take my word for it. As always, we'll ship for free over $39. And if you want to talk to a gear geek, see us at RevZilla.com or 877-792-9455. Thanks for watching our detailed breakdown. Remember, subscribe to us at RevZilla on our YouTube channel. Stay up to date with our opinion, the latest and greatest in the moto universe. I'm Anthony. We'll see you next time.